Welcome to the ONRR video module on the override process for Form 2014 reports. After you validate your Form 2014 report, you may get error codes that will prevent you from sending your Form 2014. Watch this video on overrides before contacting your royalty reporting contact, known as the RRC.
In the validation results window, you may see error codes and/or warning codes. You will need to review, verify your data, and correct any errors if possible. Please also review your warning codes.
While these errors will not prevent you from sending your Form 2014, some may become fatal errors or have downstream consequences after transmission to ONRR. Please see our video modules on how to clear common Form 2014 errors. If you continue to get an error and you know your data is accurate, you may need an override.
An override is a multiple-step process that allows you to request an override to allow processing of a Form 2014 that was rejected by e-commerce's fatal system edits, or error checks, during the validation process.
While most fatal errors can be cleared without requesting an override, there are some situations where the data may be correct, but it is outside of the parameters of ONRR's error checks. In these cases, you will have to request an override.
Please contact your RRC to determine if you have a valid reason for an override. ONRR will need the following documentation to support your override request.
Screen capture of the validation results. PDF file of the Form 2014. Any supporting documentation, such as gas plant statements, run tickets, contracts, BLM letters, etc.
When you are at the validation results page, take a screenshot of the error codes you want to override. Microsoft Windows often has a screen capture tool called the snipping tool that you can use. Or use the print screen button on your keyboard to capture an image of the screen.
If you do not know how to take a screenshot, do a web search for screen capture for your operating system. Save this screenshot. You will need to send it to your RRC.
To make a file copy, PDF, of the Form 2014, use the print functionality to print to PDF. Once you have gathered the above information, email this documentation to your RRC to start the override request process.
Now you are ready to request your override. Click the Override button. Then complete the override request page.
Be sure you fill in the text box called Justification. State the reason for the override. Fill in your telephone number. Once you have completed the form, click on the Submit button.
Click OK on the pop-up window if you agree and are ready to submit. This will submit your override request to ONRR. E-commerce will return you to the header data page.
Your override status will now show as pending. Your RRC will review your override request. There are several oversight steps in this process. This may take some time.
Your RRC will then approve or deny your override request. You will receive an email and/or phone call that your request was approved or denied. Log into e-commerce and find the Form 2014 report. Click on the Edit button.
If approved, your override status will now show Approved. If denied, your override status will now show Denied. If approved, click Send to transmit the Form 2014 to ONRR. E-commerce will return you to the Form 2014 report page.
Congratulations! You successfully completed an override request and submitted the Form 2014 to ONRR. If the override request is denied, you can unlock your report to make any necessary corrections. To unlock the report, click on the Override button, and then click on the Unlock button. Note: the Unlock button removes the override request.
Click OK in the pop-up window if you are ready to proceed. Once unlocked, you can edit the Form 2014. When you have made your changes, save, revalidate, and send the report.
Or you can delete the report and submit a new one. If you have any questions on how to make your corrections, contact your RRC.
As a final reminder, resolve any errors that are not part of the override request before you click on the Override button.
If you have feedback on this module or input on future modules that you would like to see us produce, please email us at honorvideomailbox@honor.gov. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in future modules.